Good morning, I'm Dylan Maddox, and I am talking about physiology leading to psychology. Psychology as a scientific discipline began with advances in physiology, the study of how the body functions, especially the nervous system. Early psychologists realized that to understand the mind, they first had to understand how the body senses and perceives information. Charles Bell, who distinguished between sensory nerves, which bring information into the spinal cord, and then motor nerves, which carry information out to the muscles. This separation, later formalized as the Bell-Magendie law, showed that sensation and movement could be studied independently, laying groundwork for linking physical structures to psychological experiences. Johannes Mueller introduced the doctrine of specific nerve energies. He argued that each sensory nerve produces a specific type of sensation, regardless of how it is stimulated. This shifted focus from the external stimulus to the nervous stimulus, or the nervous system, itself suggesting that perception depends largely on how the brain interprets input. Next, we have Hermann von Helmholtz measured that the speed of nerve conduction, proving the neural processes are physical and measurable. He proposed that perception involves unconscious inference. The brain uses past experiences to interpret sensory input. This bridged psychology and physiology by showing that physical signs become meaningful experiences through mental processes. The study of the brain's structure further advanced the connection between physiology and behavior. Although Franz Gall, another psychologist, was incorrect in claiming that skull bumps revealed personality, which was later known as phrenology. He introduced the idea of localization of function. The different brain areas serve different roles. This concept was later scientifically supported by Paul Broca, who identified speech production area in the left frontal lobe, and then Carl Wernicke, who discovered a separate region responsible for speech comprehension. These findings demonstrated that complex physiological functions could be tied to specific brain structures. At the same time, researchers began quantifying the relationship between physical stimuli and psychological experiences. Weber discovered the just noticeable difference, or you call this the JND, the smallest detectable change in stimulus intensity, and formulated Weber's law, showing that perception follows predictable mathematical patterns. Building on Weber's work, Fechner formally established psychophysics, the scientific study of the relation between physical stimuli and mental experience, demonstrating a systematic relationship between stimulus intensity and perceived sensation. Fechner's experimental methods, such as the method of limits and method of constant stimuli, are often considered the beginning of experimental psychology. So in summary, physiology led to psychology advancements by demonstrating that nerves and brain structures have specific measurable functions. Perception depends on how the nervous system processes that information, and then experiences from our physiology could be quantified, and then also that different brain areas are found to have different physiological functions. Thank you.